Boys and girls, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode, we did the unmarked quests at Camp McCarran. We retrieved Ranger Morales' body for his now widowed wife, and then we helped out the mess hall with their food supply issue and Corporal Farber so they can stop eating beans for protein and blowing up, presumably the bathrooms around Camp McCarran. I know also last episode I said we were gonna start a DLC today, but if I'm being completely candid for a second, I don't have the time to dedicate properly to a new DLC beginning mission episode because the beginning of all the DLCs in New Vegas are literally just info dumps and I want to give it the proper amount of respect. So this week we're gonna be going to Vault 19, which is over here in this part of the wasteland I guess I've just never been to because there is a stretch of this map I just have endless unmarked locations. And I guess judging by its proximity to Quarry Junction, I haven't been here because there's just probably an insane amount of Deathclaw over here. So to make my life a little bit easier to get to Vault 19, we're gonna fast travel to the Great Khan encampment because I do know there is a path that leads basically straight through this little area right here. And if we have to fight Deathclaw, I have the means to do so. I don't know why you guys are still here. Let me talk to you real quick. Actually, why are you still here?
How's it going?
Alright, you don't have any dialogue as to why you're still here. Fair enough. I know you're up here because of a quest that involves chomps and some NCR folk, but that quest should be long over by now. So where is my... Here it is. Anti-material rifle and explosive rounds. Let's take out some Deathclaw. Keep an eye on my compass so I don't get snuck up on. Make sure we're still safe. And then I probably should have dropped a marker so I know exactly where I'm going, but I'm kind of stupid, so we didn't do that. There are other locations over here we could go tag while we're out and about, but I think the best thing for me is just to not get killed by this young Deathclaw and then just go straight to Vault 19, which is over there by that fence, I believe. Probably should not be using my explosive ammo on the young ones, but it's just what I have equipped at the moment. So without looking at my map, I think that's Bonnie Springs? Could be wrong. I'm not gonna check my map to find out because I'm not going there, but let's parkour our way down the mountain and slowly make our way into this parking lot and into Vault 19, where I do believe there is a quest for us to do. If not, it's an unmarked quest and we can do it, but there actually is something going on in Vault 19, which is quite literally a hole in the ground. Vault 19 is probably one of the most well-hidden vaults in the 3D Vault universe, Fallout universe rather, just because it's in a part of the map you really have no reason to come to. And unless you have the perk, which I do, where you just know where all the locations are, I wouldn't have known to come to a literal parking lot in the middle of nowhere. So Vault 19 is literally in this sewer grate. It is one of the more interesting, like, laid out vaults in terms of its entrances, because most vaults have, like, really big lead-ups and caves to their entrances. This one is literally down, and then the door is right here. So let's open the door, head in. Now, unless I'm mistaken, the people in here should be friendly by default. I don't think there's anybody that hates us in here immediately. I could be wrong. My character might be unlikable, but for the most part, I think we should be safe to walk in and talk to people. As you may have noticed, there are overseer offices on both sides. There are two overseers because this vault was actually an experiment that, like, pitted people against each other just by assigning them different colors. So it's funny this is how this is going down. Let's head in and talk to the first person, who is, I think you're Cook, right? Nope, the other guy is Cook. You're Philip Lem. Let's talk to Philip.
You're not one of us. What do you want?
What's going on around here?
Fucking Cook has us trapped here. After we escaped from an NCR prison, he dragged us around the wasteland until we ended up in this shithole. A group of us want to leave, Go back to the NCR and surrender. But Cook won't let us.
Who is Samuel Cook?
Cook organized the breakout, but he's just an overambitious prick who's gonna get us all killed.
I'm not sure this is a polite question to ask, but why were you in prison?
I made my living sneaking into NCR camps looking for shit to steal. I got sloppy, and then I got caught.
How did you get out?
Made it out during Cook's big prison break, like the rest of the guys here.
We already asked that. Tell me about the prison break.
I can be pretty sneaky when I need to be, and the prison guards were a joke. So, when Cook told me his plan, I spread the info to anyone that might be useful.
Just to get this dialogue option gone, who is Cook?
Samuel Cook. It was his idea to organize a jailbreak, but now he's just an overambitious prick who's gonna get us all killed.
So literally the exact same answer, just with more words added in. Let's talk about something else. Is there other stuff to talk about with him?
Alright, what do you want to know?
Tell me about Cook. He kind of already has, but maybe he'll expand.
Cook is just an overambitious prick. He's gonna get us all killed.
Alright, no he doesn't. That is the third time you said that exact sentence.
I'm a nobody, just a survivor. Things were well enough until the NCR threw me behind bars.
That tells me nothing. The only reason we know this guy's name is because it's in the top right. What about work? Is there any work to be had?
If you can find a way to cut off access to the sulfur in the caves below the vault, I've got some caps waiting for you.
Why can't you do it?
I have to watch Cook. I wouldn't put it past him to just start killing the opposition, starting with me.
Why do you want to seal off the sulfur?
Cook is planning to use the sulfur to make bigger explosives. Will you check out the caves and see if there's anything you can do? Without access to the sulfur, he'll lose what influence he has left with the men here.
I'll say yes just because that's the only, progressive option there is.
Thanks. Take his keycard. I tried hacking the locking mechanisms on the doors, but it seems the only way in is with one of these.
Alright, and that gets us the blue sector keycard. And quest added, why can't we be friends? So there is an actual quest here, it's not an unmarked quest. What about this terminal? Data corrupted. Alright, there's nothing to that terminal yet. Potentially we can come back. Are
the
any
NCR's all over, Prem. Steer clear.
Okay, thanks. I guess I'm kind of the reason they're there. Are any of you named? Alright, let's go back to the entrance part and go to the other overseer's office and see what Cook has to say for himself, or about the situation in general.
Who the hell are you? I know you weren't one of the inmates.
What's got you so worked up?
That coward Lim has been talking about surrendering to the NCR. Now the men are confused, not sure who's leading this gang. Fucking idiots.
Who's Lem?
He was an inmate like the rest of us. He was useful during the jailbreak, but now, he's just another coward. He wants us to leave the vault and hand our asses to the NCR, as if they treat us like human beings.
Honestly, they probably would. Granted, you'd be imprisoned human beings, but it's not like they'd make you, Legion slaves or anything. Tell me about the prison break.
A beautiful thing. Saved a little blast powder here, hit a makeshift weapon there, and one day, I orchestrated a little symphony for the NCR.
So what brought you to this place?
Heard there was an abandoned vault along this mountain ridge, and that the wildlife here had teeth big enough to keep the NCR away.
Why is the area so dangerous? I mean, we got here, we killed Deathclaw on the way here, we know why, but sure, ask anyway.
It's a fucking death trap around here. Fiends swarm all over Vault 3 in the east, and there are fucking Deathclaws south of that at Quarry Junction. If you're looking for humans, the cons are north of us, and there's an NCR base at McCarran past Vault 3. Supposedly, there are muties to the southeast.
So that begs the question, how the hell did you guys get here pretty much unscathed? How did you guys get by all that?
Like raiders, but worse. These guys are messed up on every damn chem there is. You can spot them by the horn skulls they wear as hats.
It's funny because the way that this dialogue is laid out and the way he's explaining who these people are and the factions are, it seems like this is a place you should come early game, but there's no way to get here safely early in the game. This is an info dump that new players to the game should know about, but there's no way a new player would get here.
The NCR has been mining there for a while, but now it's full of Deathclaws. Don't go there unless you want a quick, bloody death.
What about the super mutants?
I've heard the muties there are different. completely insane, and supposedly they use some kind of invisibility technology. I'd stay away.
So he's referring to the Nightkin, okay? Tell me about Camp McCarran.
It's the main base for the NCR, and a breeding ground for oppression in the name of patriotic bullshit. Do humanity a favor and blow it up.
Why do you hate the NCR so much? Probably because they imprisoned him. I'm sure prisoners don't have really good, thoughts about the people that imprisoned them, but let's ask.
Their republic is a joke. They're a bunch of tyrants led by an even greater tyrant, that idiot Kimball. They think they have the right to annex every inch of dirt in the West and force their system on every man, woman, and child.
Okay, so he just doesn't like government. Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about something else.
What do you want?
Tell me about Lem. You already did that. Who are you?
You really don't know. I'm Samuel Cook. I was the brains behind the NCR-CF prison break.
How did you end up in prison?
I was blowing up supply caravans along the 15 freeway. The NCR got wise to my ambush spots, picked me up and threw me in a cage.
Probably a good thing they did. Let's see, is there another option? Do you have work for me? What do you know about the vault?
Some of the computers still work, but the only files are diaries and garbage. Typical vault.
What about work?
There's some fire geckos in the lower levels of the vault. We need to get them gone so we can get to the sulfur. You go clear them out for us, and there'll be some caps for you.
If I ask him why can't he do it, he's gonna give me the same answer Philip did, where he has to keep an eye on Philip and he needs the sulfur for your explosives. We already know that. So I'll agree to his terms as well.
Great, get to it. Oh, and take this. There's some weird shit with this vault security, and some doors will only open if you have a key card.
Alright, so now we have both key cards. We can roam the vault freely. This is the red door sector, and this is the blue door sector. And if I go this way, this is the clinic. Is there anything in here I can have for free? Med-X, Rebound, not really anything super compelling. Today's physician, there's a holotape there. More expired stim packs. Empty syringe, scissors, whatever. So, better than nothing, but not super duper great. But let's take a listen to these patient logs. Male, age 31, 1687865, often misinterprets others' actions as hostile. He perceives friendly interactions with nurses as patronizing. We've also noticed that the longer the other patients remain in contact with 1687865, the more readily they are to act aggressively towards him due to his defensive nature, thus reinforcing his perceived hostility. 6585645, male, age 34, patient brought in by the police. This is the 9th occurrence of such, and we are now seeking extended residence for the patient within our facility. 3905698, male, age 27, patient brought in by police. Patient claims that he hearing voices taunting him. Patient claimed that he at one point believed these voices were coming from the grandfather's radio. Patient now believes that the voices are coming from within himself and he is eager for help. Okay. 5498465, male, 22, patient came to us claiming to be insane. Patient claimed he would often get this feeling of being outside himself. This feeling would be so intense that it would cause patient to go off balance during episodes. Navigation through the clinic often difficult for him to achieve without causing accidents. Patient 1648654, female, 24, patient came seeking treatments for panic attacks. Patient claims often experience moments of extreme terror out of nowhere and that they often wake her from her sleep. So everybody in this vault is just silly. Open door, bathroom, first aid box, take the drugs, leave the water. So let's start off in the closest one, which is the blue sector, I think. What do we got going on in here? Harmonica, bobby pin. Actually, I'll take those. These dressers actually have stuff that doesn't complete garbage in them. Alright, it's one of those situations where if you want to learn the lore of Vault 19 in its entirety, I'm just gonna send you to Oxhorn. He just is gonna be doing the best job of going through literally every piece of information in this vault, and I just don't have the want to do that because he's done it better. I'm just gonna loot everything and see where it goes. All these dressers have a surprising amount of bottle caps and stuff in them. There's a blue key card in case you didn't already get it. I'll take it anyway. Also, all these areas are like communal areas. There's not like rooms for people that have with their families. They're all kind of like shared spaces, like barracks. They have a lot of candy in here too. Yeah, why is this? Why do all these dressers have money and stuff in them? Is this the escaped convict stuff? Because there's no way that people in the vaults would have bottle caps just laying around. The underlying experiment in this vault, I think, is extreme paranoia social experiment, because I can't remember if there's actually like nothing going on in this vault that's insane or not. Okay. For some reason, I didn't expect there to be geckos in this part of the vault, but there are. All right, so let's make our way through. Where does this go then? No, this goes to a room. And a floor safe. No, because these dressers have bottle caps too. Why are there so many bottle caps? Why were these guys hoarding bottle caps? There's no like reason they should they should be keeping bottle caps. They wouldn't know the currency of the wasteland, would they? Was Vault 19 around like when the wasteland was established and like they understood how to trade with the outside world? I mean, like whatever, I'll take all the bottle caps. Where is that? There's a red marker on my compass that's right there, but how does one get there? Sulfur caves? Not quite yet. Oh, this goes directly to the red sector. Interesting how these are connected like that. That's not how I thought they would be, but then again, I guess I don't really know how I thought they would be connected. Not like I would know. Honestly, I might have to rewatch Oxhorn's video on this vault myself just to be re-immersed into the world, because honestly, I don't have the patience to read all these terminals. Activate elevator to Vault 19 first floor. Where does this take me? Did I take an elevator down on the other side? All right, let's just go through and loot all the bottle caps. I don't know why. It's not like I need them, but it just seems like the Fallout thing to do to loot unnecessarily. Brother's got dynamite over here. Okay, so ultimately, the choice we get to make here is, do I do the thing for Cook and make it so they get the sulfur to make more explosives, or do I go with Philip and blow up the sulfur so there's no reason for them to stay? Now, since this is an NCR playthrough, the logical explanation in my brain would be to blow up the sulfur, because I don't want the people that were imprisoned by the NCR to have access to more explosives, because that seems bad for people of the NCR and the NCR as a whole. So I think the big brain play for my playthrough and character here would be to blow up the sulfur, so I'm guessing that's just what we're gonna end up doing. Because this quest is pretty cut and dry, but I want to explore a little bit. I may not read all the terminals and notes and stuff in the vault, but I will explore every inch out of curiosity. The hell does this go? Night Stalkers? I was not warned about Night Stalkers. Activate elevator to Vault 19 Overseer's office. I can open this door. Well, at least in concept I can open this door, maybe not in practice. There we go. Activate oh, I thought my game crashed. Oh my god. Okay, terminal. Password is Samantha. Interesting. Okay, though. Disengage lock. And then does this take us to an actual Overseer's office, or is this the one that Homeboy's in? This is the one that Homeboy's in. Okay, so that did nothing. So let's go back into the breach. Abominable rank 2, fantastic. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Relax. You're stuck in the ground, you're not that scary. Alright, let's continue through. You're already dead. Did I kill you? I guess I would have had to. No, I guess the Night Stalkers could have killed you. Alright, well that hurt. Time to waste more stim packs. Alright, what am I looking for exactly? Eliminate the fire geckos in the cave. Alright, there's nothing in here besides that dude. This just goes back that way. It's not what I need. Find a way to cut off access. How would one do that? Animal control perk rank 3, fantastic. Almost out of shotgun ammo. Okay, this is the room I had to come to. Swap to a different gun. Try out Paciencia. Okay, ouch. Okay, ouch. Take some VAT shots because I only have three bullets a magazine. I somehow missed even though I got the animation that's like a guaranteed kill. Alright, the fire geckos are eliminated. Technically, I could go back to the beginning and collect my reward, and that would be the quest finished, but like I said, I don't want to do that, so... Did I lock myself out of the other option? No, I can still blow this up. Which is, like I said, what I'm gonna do, so I just gotta figure out how. Do I have the means to do it right now? I know my explosive skill sucks. Plant enough C4 to destroy the caves and vault, and then run like hell. So, like, what's the best option here? If we destroy the caves, we complete the quest. If we destroy the caves and the vault, we complete the quest, but I don't know what that outcome would actually be. Out of morbid curiosity, I kind of want to see what happens if we just destroy the caves and see what happens when they leave. Do I even have C4? Must have an explosive skill of at least 60 to rig the C4 properly. I'm nowhere near that. Can I do the other option? I need 50 for that. Alright, let's tinker. I do have Patriot's cookbooks, I just don't think that's going to be nearly enough. Yeah, even with the plus 10, my explosives would still be 15 off. So what the hell does that mean then? I just can't do the one option I want to do? I mean, how close am I to a level up? Not very. Alright, well that kind of sucks. Let me go back up top and see if I can talk to Philip and see if he has any dialogue that would actually be helpful. Are you Philip? Actually, yeah, you are.
Yeah? What do you want?
Ask some questions. Okay, nope, you have nothing to say to me about it. That sucks. Okay, yeah, so I looked at this terminal earlier, but I never actually read it. The purpose of this vault is paranoia induced by means that's just mental warfare, basically. So, as bad as this is for my personal character, I just simply lack the ability to end the quest the way I want it to. If I had it the way I wanted to, I would have explosive of 60, I would plant the C4 safely enough to just blow up the caves, and then I would leave and whatever. Can't do that, so we're gonna go the other alternative, which goes against my NCR backing, but whatever. What's up, bro?
Have you wiped out those geckos yet?
Yep.
Good. Hey, I got another job for you if you're interested.
What up?
I want you to head to Red Rock Canyon north of here. Find Papa Khan and ask him if he'd allow the Powder Gangers to join up.
Why do you want to join the Great Khans? I don't remember this part of the quest.
There aren't enough of us here to make a real impact on the NCR, and the Khans probably hate the NCR more than we do. Strength in numbers, they say. So will you talk to Papa Khan on our behalf?
I will, but about that, I kind of already talked to the Great Khans, and they're kind of chill with the NCR. Like, they don't like them, but they're not actively gonna go to war against them, and they're honestly gonna leave when the Hoover Dam battle kicks off, so whatever.
Great. Come back as soon as you can.
Will do, bro. Powder Gangers are merciful thugs. I don't think it's gonna impact my standing with the NCR. So, I'm not sure how this is gonna go for the Powder Gangers, because, like... yeah, the Great Khans really aren't that interested in hating the NCR anymore. They're just gonna leave whenever the Battle of Hoover Dam happens. Papa Khan, let's chat.
Even within their...
It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp.
Thank you, thank you. I've come with an offer of an alliance from the Powder Gangers at Vault 19.
And what benefit would this alliance give us?
The Powder Gangers have access to large quantities of explosives which they would be willing to share. Bombs, lots of bombs.
Well now, the armory could always use more firepower. Very well. Tell the Powder Gangers we accept their offer. However, they would still have to pass the initiation rite to truly join our ranks.
Okay.
Our highest ranks,
Soon
the
Caesar
NCR
will
said
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
best
you guys are all
troops for you.
talking. Yeah. So, one, they probably won't pass the initiation. And two, since I've, like, in a perfect world, thinking out loud, if this applies real-world logic to everything I just said, the Great Khans don't want to go to war with the NCR anymore. So having these guys join the Great Khans and being subordinates of the Great Khans, and those people being in charge of the explosives these guys make, that technically means the explosives being made here won't negatively be used against the NCR because the Great Khans just aren't about that life anymore. That's how it should work out. In like a perfect world of real world scenarios, everything makes sense. So I'm just gonna go with the ignorance and assume that's how it's gonna work out.
Anything from Papa Khan?
You can join them, but he says you still have to pass the initiation, right?
I'd rather not, but fair enough. We'll do it.
And that's goodbye. That's the only option. Why can't we be friends is now
See you
being
around.
completed. We got like 400 points of XP for completing that. I don't know if these guys end up going to Red Rock Canyon or not. We can follow back up on that later. And if you come into this room, I'm assuming this is Philip Lem's body. I don't know. He's been mangled so badly we can't even inspect his body. I'm assuming that's his body. And whatever he said was gonna happen did happen because we sided with Philip Cook, but that's everything in Vault 19 completed. Technically, I didn't get the ending I wanted to get, but such is life. So let's head back outside, and we're gonna leave off right here in this parking lot. In next episode, I promise, pinky promise, we will be starting Dead Money. I'm gonna set aside more time to actually give the DLC a proper amount of attention because it deserves it, and the people that actually take the time to watch these videos deserve it. So if you like the video, like and sub down below if you're ready for the DLCs. Also like and sub down below, comment something for the algorithm if you made it this far, and boys and girls, a pizza.